Hey guys, welcome back to Feeling is Healing. Today I'm talking about how I'm doing 9 months into my Zoloft journey. I was originally prescribed Zoloft for anxiety, and whilst I felt that it did initially help, I feel that over time the anxiety has come back and I still can feel anxiety quite strongly. So honestly, I no longer feel that the Zoloft is doing that much. In terms of physical side effects, I can't say I've noticed any continuing past the first few weeks. I still get some upset stomach, but as I have IBS, it's difficult to differentiate. It's hard to say whether it truly is Zoloft causing that or not. One side effect I have noticed is that I'm somewhat quicker to anger. I don't think this is purely down to Zoloft, but sometimes I can just be a little bit quicker to get annoyed by other people. I'm not seeing this as a bad thing necessarily, because sometimes you need that bit of anger, or it can be useful to have that bit of anger to confront people or potentially situations that you're in your rights to feel angry about, when people maybe pass your boundaries or you feel have hurt you in some way. The sexual side effects I still get. I would say my libido has been decreased by maybe 50%, and it does take me longer to reach climax. As for anxiety, I still get it. I go through periods where it's more intense, as well as periods where it's not as pressing. It's just in the background or it's not there. As I'm continuing on this journey to figure out what helps me and work towards healing my anxiety, what I'm finding is helping me with the anxiety is getting out of my mind and getting into my body. I've been doing this in different ways, like Wim Hof breathing, yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong. I like things like yoga and Tai Chi a lot because they engage the physical body as well as the breath, and that really allows you to get in touch with your body and your senses, to get you out of your mind and it allows me to become a lot more present. I did have an episode a month or two ago where I was more manic. I was in this state of mania just like bouncing off the walls and feeling like I was going crazy. What triggered that was actually conflict in my life with old friends, and I felt very hurt by it, maybe not feeling understood. And that's what happens in life. Like, I'm on this journey sometimes when you're being true to yourself, because that's what's best for your physical and mental health. You'll have friction when doing that, right? People might disagree with your views or who you're trying to be, right? But it triggered this episode where I was just in a high stress state and I wasn't sleeping much. And another thing which has caused it is my physical health has been improving. And it only dawned on me then, because since I started on this journey of improving my mental health, it never dawned on me that my physical health, I have CFS, so when I first started about a year and a half ago, I could only go up and down the stairs a few times a day, and it was very difficult for me to socialize. It's very difficult couldn't do any sport, anything like that. I was basically housebound. And it's interesting that now I'm delving into new topics like mental health, psychology, spirituality, honoring my emotions. I never expected my physical health to go up like that. And after being in the house for 7 years in bed, suddenly it's like you have all this freedom, and I'm not fully recovered. But I'm a lot better than I was. For a while there, I was just in my head and I was like, oh my God, it was overwhelming. It was exhilarating but overwhelming, and it got me in that manic state. Part of what was keeping me in there was the inner critic, right? Because as my health's improving, suddenly there's a lot of new opportunities in life, but with opportunities come change, potential for new experiences which could be scary. When you feel that anxiety is a big issue or an issue in your life, right? It's a chance for the inner critic to raise its head and say, oh no, you wouldn't be able to get a job. You wouldn't be able to function as a healthy person. Where does that little voice come from? It's the inner critic or the ego, right? Or the inner child. And it's scared. It's scared of change. So it's trying to stop me from going on to the next phase. It's trying to protect you from change. So it projects itself onto your consciousness and it's trying to control you using fear. And what I've been doing is just feeling that fear and going ahead and putting myself in these daunting situations anyway, and just looking for opportunities to expand my comfort zone slowly, not forcing it, just small steps. And it doesn't have to be every day. You don't have to jump every hurdle. It's okay to say, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. But steadily, I've just been working on that. And most importantly, with self-compassion, to speak to that inner child and say, no, it's okay. I've got this. And if not, I'm okay either way. I've survived every single day so far in my life, every single tough patch. I can do this next thing. And the result, it's been liberating. It's been empowering to push myself in certain ways. It's been very scary, but at times I've even enjoyed myself. When I was in that manic state, it was tough. It was tough. It was overwhelming at points. A positive was that at a certain point, I was feeling such an intensity of energy that I just knew the only way out was surrender, and I just said, to hell with it. Forget how anyone else is perceiving me and me overthinking that. This is how I am right now. People can't accept me for that, then that's on them. That's fine. I'm not forcing them to be around me. And once I surrendered, that took away the resistance and it allowed me to feel calmer till eventually I did come back down to a calmer state. This is something that's been a key learning for me, and it's something that I'm still working on, but it's just other people are not that concerned about you. We might think, oh, they're all so concerned about what I'm doing and what I'm saying and how I'm coming across. The truth is, in the words of Kobe Bryant, get over yourself. Sometimes it's just getting over yourself. Like, I'm not that important. Like, people are far more concerned with what's going on in their lives, and maybe they just had an argument with their boss, or they're waiting for their girlfriend to text them back. They honestly aren't thinking about you. On the whole, I'm doing okay. There's been ups and downs, and there still is. Even today, I've been crying at certain points. I feel at points there's been emotion like pouring out of me, like repressed grief and anger, but I've just been feeling it. I've just been feeling it and letting it pass through, letting those emotions, those energies work their way through me, because I know that will lead to healing. To let them in, not to get lost in the story, but to feel them in the body and to soothe the inner child at the same time, to be there for yourself, to be that loving parent when you're feeling sad, right? Or any emotion that is challenging. Because when you are feeling these emotions, we have to try not to feel them from a space of self-criticism. It's got to be from a place of self-compassion, like, I'm here for you. It's okay to feel this way. This will pass. Whatever you have to say to soothe yourself. And that is where I will leave it today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and do subscribe if you are new. Okay, thanks a lot. Much love. Take care.